Here we go. Ooh. Here we go. All right. Now, let's wipe this clean. All right. Like, I got it all. Like, the pictures and shit. I need to make sure I have that. And then there should be. All right. Yep. Let's do it. Dashboard. And we're going to wipe you clean. But before we do, I need to do something. Alright, I understand. I don't want that. I want this. Now, I'm going to copy that. We're going to come in here. Nope, wrong one. Gotta remember this stuff. PHP, right? Did I do that right? No, it's index.php and it needs to be in the folder. There we go. Now we're gonna go. Hmm. It's cool. So now, what am I looking for? Yeah, but we're gonna go out to the end and do that. Use PHP. All right, now if I do this and go compress, I have that. I think. Hopefully I did it right. All right, so back to LDG. All right, we're gonna come down to website files. Yep. All right. I got that. Let's go back to pages. Right? Yep. Dashboard. Get rid of this. Leave. There we go. Dashboard. Now we're going to WP Vivid. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I got what I need. I'm gonna upload the template. So I have it here, and this was yes, that's it. Bang, upload. I also need, we'll go here. I'll get there soon. There we go. All right. Nope. There we go. Matter of fact, let's do this. Well, here we go. That's more like it. Let's restore this. Let's hit restore. Okay. And I don't know because I currently have the files in for backups with WP Vivid with this one. Because this site was made with the older version of the template. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like straight through, or if it's still going to like freeze up. My money's on it locks up at 66. It's only a matter of time. So while it does that, I do have somewhere my notes. I have my brand identity worksheet already done, and of course I got a couple other things here, but like, yeah, I'm gonna move this over here for now because I believe there might be some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. All right, sorry. Had some. Oh, it is gonna go all the way through. Anyways, I had some access information on some stuff, um, and client project information and stuff lower in that note. So I'm just in the middle of making sure everything is good. Um, yeah. All right. So that's that, and it's just waiting for the restore on the relocate to get it back from scratch, because a lot of these pages with the older template I was using a wider page design, and there was some issues in the responsiveness, the additional little buttons, and there's a lot of extra stuff that I had in that in this version of it, at least the one I'm using on this site currently. And a lot of that is going to go away with this. So all of it actually. And you'll see there's a few things that just sits different when you like compare what it looks like once it finishes the restore and what it's going to look like after, or like now and here in a minute. You know what I mean. And the cool thing with this is the showcase, like the portfolio side of this for the. That's what I didn't do. You see the website showcases. I didn't mean to do that. I needed to back that up, but too bad. So sad. We're starting over any fucking way. All right. So, and I don't even know. Is this thing? Yeah. There we go. So as this finishes, and this is the worst part about it, like in my opinion, is the hurry up and wait. Um, yes, there is WooCommerce installed on this template, but the WooCommerce that's in, like the WooCommerce that's installed in this template is made almost exclusively for you to set up funnels with cart flows. So do not let that like overwhelm you. It's nothing that you actually have to like sell products and everything else. That's just part of the system in order for everything to work in the funnel process to do your lead magnets, your lead generation and stuff like that. So along with doing your email marketing and all that with through MailChimp. So everything goes through that so it all can get synced together with your email list and all the forms work and all that. So don't stress thinking you have to have products. So now it's going to kick me out and tell me to log back in. Bang. And that is when I come here. Let's put this right here. Yeah, I like that. There we go. I'm going to click here to copy the username. And this is in the website template guide, which you should have in the thank you email. If not, if you have the easy website template, that is. If not, you can just go to builtbypro.com/website hyphen guide. Or just go do a search in the blog and it'll pull it up. Anyways, we're going to copy the username. I'm going to paste it in here. And it's the template information is what you're putting in here. It's not going to work the same as the password and email that you have had before because it's a brand new build, right? So if you go back to the home page, this is what you get. So everything I had absolutely done, completely gone, nothing there. So we're going to actually start from scratch and knock the entire website out. So let's get to it. I am actually going to start by coming back into here. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that pesky delete me now user. So before I could do that, I have to create a new one. So we're going to click add new user. We're going to go ahead and put in our information. You want to make sure you're an administrator. Make sure you have it selected to send new user notification. That way you can set your password there if you need to, or at least you have a link in the back end that you can automatically go for your login to your dashboard. I am going to grab if I can find it. There we go. I'm going to grab my main access information. And I'm going to go ahead and put that here. And add new user. Now, once you have created that account, you're going to come up here. We'll click log out. And we're going to log right back in. And all of this is in the handbook that you get with the template as well. It's going to walk you through all that. This is just honestly the place where I'm going to sell the services if it gets to the point where someone doesn't want to actually use the template. Everyone who's going to come through LDG is going to be trained with the system for the template and all that. So the next thing is down to users. We're going to go all users. And since we're logged in with our new account or new user, we're going to come down to start, click delete. Click attribute all content to make sure your new user's here, and then click on confirm deletion. All right, now that we have that done, the next thing we need to do is come down. I'm lost for a second. Under Elementor, and you're going to come down to where it has license. We'll click on license. And then we're going to click on switch account. Currently, this is set up to the domain already because I had the other template installed. So you would simply just click switch account because it's going to show it's set up to a different license. Like it's not registered for this, licensed or whatever. So you just need to make sure, after you purchase your pro license that you come over here and connect it to Elementor. And then the next thing is going under appearance, settings and permalinks. Make sure it's on post name, and we're just going to hit save changes to be safe. Now, if we come back in, let's open it back up for no good reason. Everything is done. You have your user account set up and it's installed, ready to go. So all you have to do is go through and start putting in your content. Again, don't forget, excuse me, I have through the website template all the content for you. So we're going to come down. I'm not doing the prepare and gather. Here, nope, that's the prompt kit. Here we go. The Pro Conversion Content Prompt Kit. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And now we're going to be able to do everything we need. I'm not going to do the website sitemap outline coach. I already know the content I'm putting together. I just need these. Just the start of putting everything together. As far as the content for your homepage, we're going to get started. So I'm going to actually come over to ChatGPT. I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to give it one extra line of, instructions or not. That needs to be added to the prompt. So I need to note to myself, all right, sorry about that. I had to get that going. Now that we got that, it's going to basically say brand identity worksheet. Now, in this state, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to notes. I'm going to go ahead and copy. Make sure I don't. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and copy the brand identity worksheet that I have that we had created before with the brand builder worksheet workshop. And I'm going to actually come in here and I'm going to go pages and I'm going to click add new page. I'm going to name this, I'll do that to keep it at the front, and just do brand files do not publish. And then you're going to come up here and hit no. We'll hit save draft. You want to make sure you just save the draft. You don't need anything else. We're not going to do anything with this page. It doesn't need to be public. This is the reason why I'm not going to put anything that can be indexed on this page. Like, I don't want to fill it with text. This is just stuff that you need where you can pull this page up and use as you go through stuff. For example, the brand identity worksheet. Instead of going to your file and highlighting all the text and then having to control C, like all that, you can just come to this page on your website and click one button and do it automatically. And the cool thing is, the plugin to do that is already built into the Easy Website template. So what you're going to do is we're going to hit the plus to add an element, and we're just going to type in copy, maybe. Right? Did I do that right? Or did I not have it in this? Am I missing the plugin? Boo hum hum humbug. So I'm going to come in here, dashboard. And there's a lot of updates. You see all that? That means we need to finish the updates before we do anything else, really. But I want to install this because it's going to be part of the process to get all of it, like, you know. So, yeah, it just needs to be active. So we're going to activate this, which is copy anything to clipboard. I'm going to go ahead and click skip. I don't need any of this. We're not going to go into any of the settings. It's just the functionality of the plugin that we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and click activate on Breeze. Started thinking about power for a second. Like, that's a month away. I'll go ahead and update the admin and site enhancements. Good to go. Custom post types. I'm going to go ahead and click activate on that because that I'm going to need to use again. I wish it would have saved it, but I know I did it myself. So we're going to come back to plugins. And I'll get into what the custom post types and all that's, like how that works and whatnot later. Then we're going to just updates. We'll update Elementor, and do not go through and just click them all. You only want to do one at a time. You can very easily crash your site out that way. All right, so it says plugin is at its latest version. It is not, but I'm going to show you how to change that and how that shows. I'm going to go ahead and click update now. And for those of you who currently have the template, the updated version is going to likely have a new SMTP setup that, if I'm correct, I'm testing it out on a few different sites currently. And if it works and everything like goes smooth, then I'll be able to literally just have it set up and there's no like activating or putting your information in from your email. It just sends through a secondary secure server that allows it to not, because like this is ridiculous. Why is it timing out like this? It was Elementor Pro. let's do this again. There we go. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use yet because I'm testing a bunch of different things. And we're gonna keep WP Vivid Backup active, and that's for a few different reasons. But for now, we'll just go ahead and update WooCommerce, and we'll update WP Optimize. But we want to make sure we keep WP Vivid because once we get the site built and we get to the point where we're like, okay, it's time, let's go. You're not going to be in here all the time making sure stuff works. So like, I mean, hopefully you are, but most small businesses don't have time to come in daily and check updates, and like there's things you have to do. I get that. So when things happen, if something crashes, you want to have backups. You can set up for free the WP Vivid backup plugin to create scheduled backups that automatically go straight to things like Dropbox or Google Drive. So I highly recommend keeping that active, and we'll get deeper into that as we move forward. But now that the plugins are done, I feel like I was like, what was I? Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was doing. So we're gonna come back here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and click Save Draft again. And then I'm going to refresh the page to make sure we get all the new elements from the plugins that were deactivated. So we can come in. I keep hitting stuff with the mouse, my bad. And I can just go copy. And then copy to clipboard button. Bang. And what you're going to do is you're going to come copy button. And you can just title it what it is. Like copy LDGs, which is the acronym for the line design group, brand identity worksheet. Okay, see, and then all you got to do is come to this page, click this button, it'll copy it. But I guess you got to put it in the button first. So we're going to come over to the long form of it, come to the content, and we're going to paste in the entire thing. Make sure you have the spaces and whatnot if you want that. It doesn't really matter because it is going over to ChatGPT from here. So now we can just click preview changes, and then you see that's it. And so you can use these copy buttons and just have all the stuff that you want in here. If there's a specific prompt that you put together off of the master prompt writer kit and template and all that stuff, you can use that, put together your own prompts that you use specifically for your business, whether it's for, putting together quotes or proposals, writing estimates, whatever the case may be. You can have it all right here. So all you got to do is come over to this page, and you can technically publish it. I would recommend not publishing it, or if you do publish it, put it behind a keyword or a keyword password, so it's not open, like readily available for everybody. That being said, I'm going to copy the BIW, and we're going to go back here. Now it needs the BIW, so we're going to paste this in, and we're going to get rolling. All right, so I'm going to come back, and we're going to hit this and make sure we get the home page open, and I'll hit edit with Elementor and get ready to get the ball rolling. There we go. Now the very first thing, header. So let's go header, because before we even get into this, we still got to finish. There's a couple things I missed. My bad. I apologize. So let's go back here, and let's go image, appearance, customize. Site identity. So we go site title is going to be Lion Design Group. And I'm going to go ahead and go just Line Design Group. And then taglines are for the bold. So I'm going to come back. Maybe. And put that in. And as you see, automatically, anywhere the tagline sits throughout the entire template automatically changes based on this. So I'm going to go ahead and click Select Logo. I'm going to upload files. See, I can't see over there. But that's not the one I want. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, bring that in. That's not it, but I got to make sure I get the right one before I mess everything up. Is it this one? I can't tell with the black background. I hope it is. Yeah, here we go. All right. Yep. So then I'm going to alt text this and just put Lion Design Group. I'm going to hit select. I'm going to skip cropping because I want it to be full size, exactly the way it is, nothing cropped. Now we have the logo up. The next thing we need to do is the site icon. We're just going to click select that. We'll select it, and then I'll do the same thing here. Lion Design Group icon. Select. And now up at the top, it already has the line icon as you see here. In the top, we got our title, we got our tagline. We can hit publish and get moving forward. Let's back out. And we're going to do this again. Editor. Now, we're going to refresh. Yes, reload. And now you can go through and make customizations if you want within the header here. The only thing I would say is going to be recommended, I would say, would be the primary call to action button. It's the only thing you really need to change. Your menu, you don't change in the header. That is a separate part, and you actually have to go through the back end over here under appearance, menus, and then you would adjust the menu there. But be careful adding stuff to the menu. This literally is put in order specifically to move people down the line. So it starts with like home, which is your all everything catch all page, right? And it's what your content down the page is cached out. I need to refresh. Need to clean the browser. But anyways, then you move to the about information, which educates them on who you are, your experience, and why they could hire you. And your services explains why they should. FAQ is to take out any rebuttals, answer any questions from people who just may be calling to kick tires, save your time, save their time, answer it on the website. And then you move forward with social proof, which is your reviews. And then from the reviews, the call to action to close business. That is all you need. It's a chain straight down the line to get them to move down the client compass timeline to get them to becoming a customer. So that's the reason why I don't have social media icons or anything like that up here, because I want the goal to be present. There's no reason why I should be sending my website traffic to social media when 90% of the people, as soon as they land on your page, they may like it, they may like a few posts, but then they're right back into their feed and they forget your business. So don't give them options to leave your business every single time they visit a new page. Like if they scroll down, and yes, in the footer all the way at the bottom, you have your social links, but they're not going to be, at the top in the header. It's just bad for conversions. So I'm not going to actually touch this at this point. I'm not going to touch the primary call to action in the header because this is what's called a global element. So when we change it here, we'll get that. But because I'm in the middle of getting the homepage content, I haven't figured out quite yet. I'm going to see what ChatGPT tells me. And then I'm going to work on the primary call to action then. So I'm going to just click save and leave. That just makes sure that stays the way it is, even though it didn't really change anything. And now it's going to reload everything without the caching issues, hopefully. Well, maybe. Haha, colors. They matter. So we're going to click these three site setting little gears here with the site settings icon. We're going to come to global colors and we're going to set our colors. So I'm going to open up again and we're going to get started with adding the stuff from our color palette through the color psychology workshop if you've gone through that. So the primary set there. And then the accent, I believe secondary needs to be accent. Okay, that's what messed me up last time. Okay, I labeled it wrong. Alright, so we have your accent color. We'll paste that in. And then the call to action button. Or call to action color. Alright, now we're good. I'm going to change the black out though because I don't like all the way. There we go. Then we'll click Save Changes. And I'll go ahead and hit X. And this should take us back to the page. Yes. There we go. I don't know why it was grayed out like that. Anyways, all right. So now we got that going. The next thing, background images. So let's style. And I had a feature right one, or focus right. Yeah, sure. Then we'll do it. All right, now let's do this. Now we're going to go through the hero section options and then fine tune it. Yeah, fine tune it from there. I'm not losing my mind. You are. All right. So I've been at 40 now. Cool. All right. So, um, that's it. I like the very first one. That's and that's my sign to go. Y'all be good.